Lower Arizona Phoenix, that's where we're going to end up. But let's right now. Whoa, there we go. Do our video. And
good morning.
Good morning. I don't know what day it is.
It's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday? Oh, okay. All right, tonight. All right, we've had like 30, I don't know what day it is, 33, day 33, something like that. Check the title of this video, you'll know. And I want to apologize immediately, right away, because I screwed up the video yesterday. It may seem like there's an ad in there for the Plants to Table event. You'll see the video that we do in the morning crammed into the end of day videos from yesterday. It was in the first videos. It ended up being a 3-parter, and I couldn't understand, why is this 3 parts? It should only be 2 parts because I can only put a maximum of like 25 minutes per video. Then I got split into another part. So it ended up, when I produced them all, it was 3 videos. Then when I started, after I launched the video, I was watching it, I'm like, that looks like our morning talk. And it was. There's 2 versions of the morning talk, one with the logo, one without the logo. Actually, it's a double logo in that video. And then there's our Plants to Table. Just fast forward through that. You know what I'm saying? That's an old term, fast forward. It's like saying I'm filming. Okay, but just
skip ahead.
Yeah, just get out of there. There's lots of good stuff in that video in the morning. Just realize that that was my mistake, and I'm sorry. I'll try to get better.
Okay.
So let's talk about what we did yesterday.
So we woke up next to a coffee shop at an Urban Tesla supercharger. But that coffee shop didn't have a bathroom, so we had to make new plans.
Yeah, we thought they did at night, but they didn't.
We went over to the mall, this outdoor mall where there's a Nordstrom Rack and Whole Foods and some cool stores. And the janitor was just opening the restrooms. It was
Thank you.
Timing. Yeah, so thanks for that. Then we got, for our first morning break, I went to work, and for our first morning break we went into the mall across the highway for some coffee and gelato. But
it's a fancy mall.
Yeah.
Fancier than even the outdoor mall that we were at with the Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's a really cool mall on the other side of I-75. But the coffee wasn't the greatest.
It wasn't I-75.
Was it 77?
It was state route.
Oh.
Yeah, it looked like an interstate.
Oh,
but it was just a state route.
Yeah, so the coffee wasn't the greatest.
No, the coffee I got at the gelato place, never go there. I rarely say that about a place, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to make up stuff and act like, it's all right if it's not good at all.
We're still talking about Dallas, by the way.
Yeah, Dallas.
North of Dallas. So at lunchtime, I was able to make a return at Nordstrom Rack, so I freed up some space in my suitcase. That was really fun. I bet none of my other coworkers go to Nordstrom Rack on their lunch break. That was fun. And then for my afternoon break, we walked over to Whole Foods for some kombucha and more coffee. And that was cool, because we found out the Whole Foods was right above the parking garage where we were working.
2 stories up, actually. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was cool. And then Mike, for dinner time.
Wait, we skipped that.
What are you skipping?
Our entire tour of Elium, what was that? And Elam and downtown Dallas, the entire thing. Yeah, that whole experience is in. That's in part 2 of the part 3 of the 3-part video from yesterday.
Yeah, you can catch it in the videos. But Mike found an article of 17 of the best rooftop bars in Dallas, and of course he found the best one with the best view. It was called Waterproof. So there was an endless pool there that made for some really good motion videos, and we caught the sunset. And the water, there were lights in the pool, so the
LED
water,
lights.
Yeah, so the water looked pink. So yeah, some awesome pictures. I shared some on my personal timeline.
And you didn't comment at all on our walk. What did you think of that? Elam is like, I mentioned in the video, it's kind of like Ybor City is to Tampa, if you're familiar with Tampa. And Elam is, I don't know, it had a lot of, lower buildings, historic buildings, like trendy type places.
Yeah, I walked into a skate shop because I saw some cool clothes and there were skulls and stuff on them, but after glancing around, I noticed it was all menswear. there were no women's
bras?
T-shirts in there. Nothing small. Period.
So you left. Okay, we left,
yeah.
And then we walked downtown, which at first, there was not much there, but then when we really got into it, there was a lot of pretty tall buildings there, and AT&T, or is that what it was? AT&T?
Yeah, AT&T
area.
has a really cool building with a courtyard with some art that you can walk through, and a cool LED display on the wall. Yeah,
Yes.
that was neat. There are a lot of mirrored glass buildings in downtown Dallas.
Yeah, true.
They're like a gold color. They reflect the sunset really well.
Yeah, I think they think that oil is gold. It is oil country, right? I mean, so
yeah.
Anyway, they oil country, beef country. We had a hard time finding any kind of vegan restaurant. We were gonna go to another vegan restaurant, but a lot of the vegan restaurants here are different. We found than we're used to. And you ended up finding, after we went to the rooftop, like you said, it was a really cool place, which I would highly recommend. We went just a block away to some Irish pub, and then they had some vegan options that you saw on their menu, which it was hard to get the server to understand that they were on the menu, but eventually they did, and that's in part 3 of the video from yesterday. You can see all that.
It was the Crafty Irishman. So I read on Happy Cow that they had a tofu curry and a shepherd's pie, and that their soft pretzels had vegan cheese. So we were expecting to see that on the menu when we arrived, and we didn't. And the server said, yeah, we have vegan options. We have a black bean burger and a salad with avocado, and we were ready to leave. But then
definitely ready to leave.
He went to the kitchen and found out about the tofu curry and the shepherd's pie, so of course we ordered that and stayed. That was well worth it.
Sun's on your hair. It's lighting you up in a certain area. See, look at that.
My flyaways are visible.
Uh-oh, what happened to your keratin treatment?
I need some hairspray. Pardon my mess. I'll just hide here in the shade. And so after dinner, we went and checked my key fob at the gym, and of course it didn't work because it had only been 29 days.
Well, of course. What do you mean? We were ready to go into the gym and stop smelling. I don't smell, do I?
No.
Yeah, Denise noted my odor this morning. So we're really hoping that's going to work tonight. We don't have time to go in the morning. We didn't want to wake up at 4 a.m. because everything's an hour ahead or an hour behind here, and Denise has to get to work.
Yeah.
We had some issues with signal yesterday, and I think a lot of that was because I was uploading videos, and I've got to upload those at night. We hope it'll be better. We're going to be driving, like you saw on the map, to maybe, I don't know, Midland, Texas? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Where are we going to go? Somewhere.
Midland.
I don't think we'll make it to El Paso. Yeah, I don't think we will. Actually, not Midland. I don't know what is along this road. Midland? Yeah. It looks like the biggest town in between here and El Paso.
We're going across I-20.
Are we?
I wanted to take I-10 because it was a more southern route. But
more southern?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's right. We're going to go on I-10 on the way back. That's when we're going to hit Austin. We're not doing Austin now because Austin's closer to San Antonio. Yeah, so we'll do those on the way back. And we got to get, because this cold blast is coming down, so we got to get out of the way. And we hope that the booster will be working. We'll find out today.
Yeah.
Right, we'll find out how that.
I had some poor signal quality yesterday. I had to call in on my cell phone for the audio. The visual worked fine, but the audio.
We're still learning.
People said they couldn't hear me. I was cutting in and out.
Yeah, that was during peak times. I'm definitely noticing there's peak times. But the thing is, if we're on the road, we tend to, I think, not hit those peak times. Or stay in them because we're constantly going from tower to tower. If we're like in a high populated area like we are, and everyone's out in the afternoon using their mobile device, we can't get out of it. We can't get away from it because there's peak time everywhere. Whether it's there or somebody's Wi-Fi, everybody's going to be on it at the same time. Yeah.
And I remembered my badge today, so I can do a password reset.
Yeah. All right. So we got that. Look forward to in the drive. I'm heading west, so the sun won't be in my eyes. At least not till the late afternoon. You can catch the sunset on the road, and look at that. There's like a rainbow now. We got a rainbow.
Yeah, there's
at the end of our video.
We saw the sunset over Six Flags this
sunrise.
morning. Oh, sunrise. It looks really cool. I like a sunrise over a roller coaster.
Are we on a roller coaster now?
Yes, this whole trip has been a roller coaster ride. There's constantly a challenge that we're facing, but we're able to tackle them together. Yeah,
and it's the same as life. Don't think that you're sitting there in your house that you haven't left in 3 months or 6 months because of COVID. That you don't have any challenges. Everybody does. Yeah. So we're trying to keep our distance. We're definitely trying to stay away from people when we can.
Yeah. I get off the sidewalk if there's an elderly person approaching me.
Yeah, and like we noticed that people, at least in Dallas, aren't. I don't know if they're not shopping because of COVID, but the Whole Foods was mostly Amazon shoppers filling orders in that store, running all around yesterday afternoon.
So apparently everyone in Dallas is getting their food delivered by Whole Foods, which is good because they have a lot of produce.
Yeah, well, that's a challenge with getting delivery. Getting boxed stuff, no problem. There's a shelf life of 5 years. You know, it's always the same. But produce, you can't pick out your produce. And as we found, we can't say for sure, oh, I'm going to go to the store and get this, because you don't even know if they have any good versions of that. Right. Even if they have it. So that's the challenge. I mean, if people want to eat healthy, you got to eat produce, mostly produce. If you're not eating mostly produce, you're not healthy. And so if you're going to be unhealthy, shopping from home is no problem. But shopping from home during this time is a real challenge because of...
I have a meeting to get to.
Oh my gosh.
So tell us what to do when we get to El Paso. Not old El Paso, just El Paso.
All right. Bye.